Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 5. The world needs more shared moments, Don Mischer once said. And for more than 6 decades, he gave us exactly that. Broadcasts that brought millions together. Don Misher, the visionary behind some of television's most iconic live events, has passed away peacefully in his sleep in Los Angeles. He was 85. From unforgettable Olympic opening ceremonies to the magic of Michael Jackson's moonwalk, Don had a gift for turning moments into history. He directed the Academy Awards, the Emmy Awards, even Super Bowl halftime shows. Each one felt like an event not just to watch, but to feel. His career achievements are remarkable. 15 Emmy Awards, 10 Directors Guild Awards, 2 NAACP Image Awards, and a Peabody. But what truly set him apart was his ability to bring emotion into every second of live television. Whether under stadium lights or behind the scenes, he created energy you could sense through the screen. Don mentored young creatives, collaborated across generations, and always lifted up those around him. He believed in live stories that mattered. His kindness and calm professionalism became a guidepost for others in the high-pressure world of live TV. Directors Guild President Leslie Linka Glatter captured it best. Don's skill as a director elevated the emotions, excitement, and importance of live worldwide moments. Born in Texas and raised with a passion for storytelling, Don studied at the University of Texas and never let go of his commitment to learning. Throughout his life, he brought beauty, joy, and meaning into our living rooms in real time. He is survived by his loving wife Susan, daughters Heather and Jennifer, sons Charlie and Lily, and 2 grandchildren he adored. Don Misher passed from this world peacefully, just as he handled his work, with grace and clarity. His passing leaves a space in broadcast history, but his impact will continue in every live moment that dares to capture the heart like his once did. Tributes to Don Misher. Number 4. She had this quiet strength that radiated through every role she played, recalls a former co-star. Jean didn't just act, she elevated the entire room. Jean Marsh, the Emmy-winning force behind some of British television's most beloved period dramas, has passed away peacefully at her London home. She was 90. A lifelong storyteller, Jean helped reshape television history with her sharp creative vision and deep humanity. Those who knew her described not just an artist, but a guide, someone who led with grace, wit, and an instinct for the emotional heartbeat of every scene. Her defining role as Rosebuck in Upstairs, Downstairs became more than a character. It was a symbol of dignity and resilience. The series, which she also co-created, captured the hearts of viewers around the world and earned her the Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress. Decades later, she returned to the role with equal strength and warmth, bridging generations of fans. Beyond Upstairs, Downstairs, Jean brought elegance to the House of Elliot, which she co-created and which remains a favorite among period drama lovers. Her film roles in Cleopatra, Return to Oz, Willow, and Frenzy showed her remarkable range and quiet power. Jean also left her mark on the world of science fiction. As Sarah Kingdom in Doctor Who, she gave audiences one of the show's earliest and most compelling companions. Her return years later, in a very different role, was a reminder of her depth and magnetic presence. Her talents were formally recognized with an OBE in 2012 for her contributions to drama. But those who worked with her often said her true gift was her spirit, resilient, generous, and endlessly creative. In later years, Jean faced health difficulties, including a stroke in 2011, yet she continued to inspire those around her with her determination and love for storytelling. Following her peaceful passing, tributes have flooded social media and news outlets. Fans, friends, and colleagues remember her not just for the characters she created, but for the sincerity, intelligence, and heart she brought to everything she touched. Jean Marsh leaves behind an extraordinary legacy in television, film, and storytelling. Her work lives on, cherished by those who watched, and those still discovering her brilliance today. Tributes to Jean Marsh. Number 3. An amazing storyteller. That's how his daughter Kate described Ted Kotcheff, and anyone who met him or saw his work would nod in agreement. Ted Kotcheff passed away peacefully at the age of 94, just days after his birthday. Surrounded by love, he died of heart failure while under gentle sedation in Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. His stories weren't just told, they resonated. Whether it was the gritty tension of First Blood, the haunting realism of Wake in Fright, or the offbeat charm of Weekend at Bernie's, Kotcheff had an instinct for crafting something unforgettable. He could make hearts race, make people laugh, and make them think. Born in Toronto to Bulgarian immigrant parents, Ted's early years were tough, but formative. The working-class streets of Cabbagetown sparked a lifelong awareness of struggle, compassion, and curiosity. That perspective lived in every frame he directed. Before reaching Hollywood, Kotcheff made waves in British television with groundbreaking work like Edna, the Inebriate Woman. In Canada, he helped shape cinematic history with The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz. Across 6 decades, his films, like Fun with Dick and Jane, North Dallas 40, and Joshua Then and Now, showed range few could match. He wasn't just a filmmaker. He became a force in television too, producing hundreds of episodes of Law & Order, SVU. Through his work, Kotcheff quietly influenced how millions saw the world, both through entertainment and social commentary. Those who worked with him recall a man full of sharp wit, generosity, and boundless intelligence. His colleagues admired his craft. His family adored his presence. He is survived by his loving wife, Laifun, 5 children, his brother, and grandchildren who will never forget the stories he told at home, just as powerfully as he did on screen. While his first wife Sylvia and granddaughter Matilda passed before him, the legacy he leaves behind is one of creativity, courage, and connection. As tributes flow from around the world, one thing is clear. Ted Kotcheff changed the shape of storytelling, and in doing so, shaped something in all of us. Tributes to Ted Kotcheff. Number 2, it isn't just about playing the notes, it's about living the music. That's how Tracy Schwarz once described the heart of traditional American folk, and that's exactly how he lived his life. Tracy Schwarz, who passed away peacefully at 86 in Elkins, West Virginia, was a treasured force in folk and bluegrass music. His passion for old-time traditions helped keep them alive across generations. With his ever-present fiddle, warm voice, and generous spirit, he reshaped how a nation understood and embraced its roots. Growing up between New Jersey and Vermont, Tracy fell in love with music early on. First picking up a guitar, it wasn't long before the fiddle called to him. By the 1950s, he was part of the buzzing bluegrass scene in Washington, D.C., bringing soul and authenticity to every note. In 1962, he joined Mike Seeger and John Cohen to form the New Lost City Ramblers. The group became legendary for honoring old-time American music and introducing it to a wider audience. Together they recorded 9 albums and inspired countless young musicians. Tracy's unique blend of bluegrass, Cajun, and Appalachian sounds gave the band its rich voice. Beyond the Ramblers, his collaborations were equally impactful. In 1972, he helped shine a light on feminist folk legends, Hazel Dickens and Alice Gerrard through the Strange Creek Singers. He also performed and recorded with Cajun master Dewey Balfa, bringing southern Louisiana's rhythms to new ears. But perhaps one of his proudest creations was Tracy's family band, where he played alongside his wife and son, passing along the traditions he held dear. Tracy wasn't just a performer, he was a teacher. Through fiddle books and workshops, he gave people the tools to play, explore, and love folk music. The Folkways website honored him, saying, "He fervently believed that anyone who was interested in learning how to play an instrument or sing could." Known for his kindness as much as his talent, Tracy earned admiration wherever he went. A tribute from the Brooklyn Folk Festival called him outstanding in his field, and remembered his warmth both on and off the stage. Tracy Schwarz leaves behind a devoted family, heartbroken fans, and a musical legacy that dances through generations. His songs, spirit, and teachings will echo for years to come. Tributes to Tracy Schwarz. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Jackie Siegel, known to many as the Queen of Versailles, is facing an unimaginable double tragedy. Just days after losing her husband, billionaire Westgate Resorts founder David Siegel, she is now mourning the sudden death of her younger sister Jessica Mallory, at just 43 years old. "While I continue to grieve the loss of my beloved husband, my world was shattered again yesterday," Jackie wrote. Jessica's passing reminds us that the fight against the opioid epidemic is far from over. In a touching act of generosity, Jessica's organs are being donated to help save others. The Siegel family has asked that, in lieu of flowers, donations be made to the foundation to support ongoing education and prevention efforts. Despite her grief, Jackie is choosing to channel her pain into purpose, vowing to continue her advocacy so that other families might be spared similar heartbreak. In her words, "We will fight until this form of grief is a distant memory." The family has requested privacy as they navigate this deeply painful time, uplifted by the support of friends, followers, and their mission to make a lasting impact. News 3. Authorities are investigating a plane crash that occurred Saturday afternoon in a remote field near Copiague, New York. The twin-engine Mitsubishi MU-2B was en route to Columbia County Airport when it went down around 12:15 p.m., according to the Federal Aviation Administration. The aircraft was carrying 6 people at the time of the crash. As of Sunday morning, officials have not confirmed how many survived or released any names, pending notification of families. "We estimate the investigation will take a couple of days," said Undersheriff Jacqueline Salvatore during a press conference. She added that the crash site's muddy terrain has made reaching the wreckage challenging for emergency responders. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, confirmed that a full investigation is underway and will hold a media briefing to provide updates. Community members in the area have expressed their concern and support for those involved. While the outcome remains unclear, responders and investigators are working tirelessly to gather information and ensure that every effort is made with care and professionalism. This tragic incident serves as a reminder of the critical importance of aviation safety and the courage of first responders who act swiftly even in difficult conditions. The thoughts of many are with the passengers and their loved ones as the investigation continues. The FAA and NTSB have pledged to provide updates as soon as they become available, with full transparency and respect for those affected. News 4. Phil Robertson, the beloved patriarch from the hit series Duck Dynasty, is currently facing significant health challenges. His son Jace Robertson shared on a recent episode of the family's podcast, Unashamed. At 78 years old, Phil has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and his condition has sadly declined. "The number one question I get is, 'How's your dad doing?' Jace said. Now I just give the blunt truth, not good." Despite the difficult update, the family remains united. "We're doing the best we can," Jace added. In a bit of hopeful news, matriarch Miss K, 77, is recovering after a concerning fall. "We thought it might be the end," Jace admitted, "but she's doing a lot better this past week." The health updates come as the Robertson family gears up for a new chapter, Duck Dynasty. The revival will premiere on A&E in summer 2025, with 2 new seasons already ordered. The reboot will follow Willie and Corey Robertson and their children as they continue building the Duck Commander legacy, with fan favorites Uncle Si and Miss K also returning. Although Phil is not expected to return as a full-time cast member, his presence remains deeply felt among fans and family alike. As Jace put it, "The family is holding strong. We lean on faith, love, and each other." With cameras soon to roll again, fans can look forward to new adventures, guided by the heart of a family that continues to inspire. News 4. Phil Robertson, the beloved patriarch from the hit series Duck Dynasty, is currently facing significant health challenges. His son Jace Robertson shared on a recent episode of the family's podcast, Unashamed. At 78 years old, Phil has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and his condition has sadly declined. "The number one question I get is, 'How's your dad doing?' Jace said. Now I just give the blunt truth, not good." Despite the difficult update, the family remains united. "We're doing the best we can," Jace added. In a bit of hopeful news, matriarch Miss K, 77, is recovering after a concerning fall. "We thought it might be the end," Jace admitted, "but she's doing a lot better this past week." The health updates come as the Robertson family gears up for a new chapter, Duck Dynasty. The revival will premiere on A&E in summer 2025, with 2 new seasons already ordered. The reboot will follow Willie and Corey Robertson and their children as they continue building the Duck Commander legacy, with fan favorites Uncle Si and Miss K also returning. Although Phil is not expected to return as a full-time cast member, his presence remains deeply felt among fans and family alike. As Jace put it, "The family is holding strong. We lean on faith, love, and each other." With cameras soon to roll again, fans can look forward to new adventures, guided by the heart of a family that continues to inspire. News 5. Shannen Doherty's legacy continues to shine as friends and fans mark what would have been her 54th birthday. The beloved actress, known for her iconic roles in Beverly Hills, 90210 and Charmed, passed away in July 2024 following a courageous battle with cancer. On April 12th, close friends Sarah Michelle Gellar and Rose McGowan shared heartfelt tributes online, remembering Doherty's vibrant spirit. Gellar posted a touching video on Instagram of their final birthday celebration together, where Doherty joyfully chimed in, "And Sarah Michelle Gellar," during the birthday song. "This year I will keep that tradition and celebrate you," Gellar wrote, reflecting on decades of friendship. "Happy birthday, Shannen." McGowan also honored her with a simple but emotional message on Instagram stories. "You are missed, you are loved at the Shando." Though they never shared the screen on Charmed, the two developed a deep friendship rooted in mutual respect. Tributes like these remind fans of Doherty's warmth, humor, and strength, especially during her final years when she openly shared her cancer journey and inspired countless people around the world. Her resilience and gratitude in the face of adversity left an enduring mark on those who knew her and those who admired her from afar. As her loved ones continue to celebrate her memory, Doherty's message of love, faith, and perseverance lives on, reminding us all to cherish the moments and the people who matter most. News 6. Influencer Lauren Cummings Johnson and her husband Wilson are grieving the loss of their beloved baby daughter, Lilianne, who passed away at just 9 months old. The couple shared the heartbreaking news on Instagram, calling their daughter pure joy and sunshine, and a miracle who changed their lives forever. Born in July 2024, Lilianne was diagnosed with a rare metabolic condition that prevented her body from breaking down protein. Despite months of medical challenges, hospital stays, and surgeries, Lily's presence brought light and love to everyone around her. She was exactly 9 months old. 9 months are beautiful miracle, Lauren and Wilson wrote. "We are so incredibly grateful for the promise of heaven and the hope we have in our Heavenly Father." The couple thanked their followers for their ongoing prayers and shared a touching video montage of moments with Lily, set to CeCe Winans' "Come Jesus Come." Lauren, who documented Lily's journey from birth, described parenthood as the honor of our lifetime. Though prepared for a short time together, Lauren and Wilson cherished every day with their daughter. "She made us better," they shared. Lilianne's funeral will be held on April 14th in Nashville. In lieu of flowers, the family requested donations to Alive Hospice and Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, organizations that played vital roles in Lily's care. Her memory now lives on through the lives she touched in just a few short, beautiful months. Number 1. Theater isn't just a job. It's the air I breathe, Spyros Stavrinidis once said. And for over 50 years, he truly lived those words. A driving force in Cypriot arts, Stavrinidis passed away peacefully at the age of 79 after a brief illness. His passion never wavered. Even in his final months, he remained close to the stage he loved so deeply. Born in Nicosia, he began his journey in theater with studies in Cyprus and Athens. His talent soon found a home at the BC Theater, and later, the Cyprus Theater Organization, where he became a vital part of its artistic life for decades. His work wasn't just about acting. It was about breathing new life into every character and sharing that energy with audiences and fellow performers alike. He moved fluidly between ancient tragedy and modern drama, earning respect for standout performances in plays like Medea, Oedipus the Tyrant, and The Buried Child. His film role in Eternal Student earned him a national award, but it was the stage where he truly shone. In 2021, he received the Thoc Grand Prize, recognizing his lifetime commitment to theater. It was a moment that honored not just his incredible talent, but his unwavering spirit and leadership within the artistic community. Those who worked with him often spoke of his generosity and magnetic presence. "You always left rehearsal feeling better just because Spyros was there," a colleague once said. He mentored without ego and led by example, inspiring generations of young Cypriot actors. President Christodoulides called his loss a sorrow shared by all who love the arts in Cyprus. The Cyprus Actors Union honored him as a symbol of the very fabric of their theater. Their message was simple: "Your legacy will live forever in our hearts and the theater you loved so much." Spyros Stavrinidis leaves behind not just a body of work, but a nation of storytellers he helped shape. His light on stage is gone, but his voice echoes on. Tributes to Spyros Stavrinidis. Nikki Cat, a dynamic and unforgettable presence in both film and television, passed away at the age of 54. Born on May 11, 1970 in South Dakota, Cat began acting at the age of 7, appearing on popular shows like Chips and Quincy, M.E., setting the stage for a lifetime in the performing arts.